At night, while the body slips into rest, a quiet process begins that many never think about. Muscles that carried you through the day, whether climbing stairs, carrying groceries, or simply getting out of a chair, are still working in the background, repairing and rebuilding. But if they don't get the steady fuel they need, that repair process can turn into a breakdown process. Muscle tissue is dismantled for parts, and over time, this can lead to a loss of strength and independence. This isn't just an issue for people who stop exercising or grow old. It can happen to anyone, starting tonight. Most people believe muscle loss happens because of inactivity or aging alone. That belief feels logical. Stay active, eat your meals, and the muscles will take care of themselves. But the truth is more surprising. A large share of muscle breakdown happens during sleep, and it's caused by something as simple as running out of raw materials in the bloodstream. The protein from dinner is long gone by midnight, yet your body still needs amino acids until morning. Without them, it turns to the only available source, your own muscles. Researchers call this the overnight protein gap, and it is the hidden trigger behind much of the muscle decline people experience with age. Protein from a typical dinner is digested within 3 to 4 hours. If you eat at 7 o'clock, your amino acid supply dwindles before midnight, leaving 6 to 8 hours of fasting while you sleep. Over weeks and months, this nightly deficit chips away at muscle tissue. The solution is to give your body a source of protein that digests slowly enough to cover the entire night. Casein protein is the standout choice. Found naturally in foods like cottage cheese and Greek yogurt, and available as a powder, casein forms a slow-release supply of amino acids that can last up to 8 hours. This means that while you sleep, your muscles are being fed exactly what they need to repair and grow, instead of being broken down to fuel other processes. For older adults, who often process smaller amounts of protein less efficiently, this steady supply is even more important for maintaining muscle mass. But even the right protein can't work if bedtime habits are working against you. High-sugar snacks or drinks before bed spike insulin, which can interfere with growth hormone, the body's natural repair signal during deep sleep. The fix is simple. Pair slow-digesting protein with low-sugar, nutrient-rich foods, cottage cheese with cinnamon, unsweetened Greek yogurt with a few berries, or a casein shake with unsweetened almond milk. All protect muscle without disrupting the hormonal balance that supports recovery. Adding omega-3 fatty acids from fish oil or fatty fish can enhance the effect by reducing muscle inflammation and improving the body's use of amino acids. Protecting muscle overnight is not about special supplements or extreme routines. It's about understanding what the body needs during its most important repair hours. By closing the overnight protein gap with slow-digesting protein, avoiding sugar spikes, and supporting recovery with healthy fats, you give your muscles the resources to stay strong, steady, and ready for the day ahead. Muscle preservation is not just about fitness, it is about keeping the strength to live independently, enjoy life fully, and move with confidence for years to come. Why muscles can break down while you sleep. When the day ends and the body shifts toward rest, muscles begin an essential process. They repair the small amounts of wear and tear collected from simple activities like walking, lifting, or even standing for long periods. This repair work is part of what keeps muscles strong, functional, and able to support balance and mobility. For this process to happen, muscles need a steady supply of amino acids. Amino acids are the building blocks of protein, and protein is the raw material muscles use to repair themselves. During the day, amino acids come from the foods you eat, especially those rich in protein such as meat, fish, eggs, dairy, beans, and lentils. The problem begins when the body no longer has amino acids available in the bloodstream. If this happens while you are sleeping, the body still needs to get them from somewhere. Since no food is coming in during those hours, the body will begin breaking down its own muscle tissue to release amino acids into the system. This breakdown is called muscle catabolism. Over time, if this happens more often than muscle is rebuilt, it leads to a gradual loss of muscle mass. This is one of the main reasons why older adults often notice that their muscles feel weaker or smaller, even when they stay active. It is important to understand that this is not only a problem for people who are inactive or sick, it can happen to healthy adults of any age. Even if you exercise regularly and eat balanced meals, the timing of protein intake plays a large role in how much muscle you keep. The nighttime hours are a particularly vulnerable period. The body is in repair mode, but it is also in a fasting state because you are not eating. Without the right preparation, the hours between dinner and breakfast can create what is known as a protein gap, leaving muscles without the resources they need to recover. Recognizing that muscles still need fuel while you sleep is the first step toward protecting them. Once you understand that muscle breakdown can happen overnight, the solution becomes clear. Find a way to provide the body with the building blocks it needs before bedtime so it can focus on repairing muscle instead of breaking it down. The hidden danger of the overnight protein gap. Once dinner is over, the body begins to use the nutrients you consume to fuel repair and recovery. Protein from that meal is broken down into amino acids, which travel through the bloodstream to help maintain and rebuild muscle tissue. This process is essential for keeping muscles strong, but it does not last all night. In most cases, the protein from a typical evening meal is fully digested and absorbed within 3 to 4 hours. If you finish eating at 7 in the evening, by around 11, the amino acid supply from that meal has sharply declined. From that point until breakfast, your body is essentially fasting for 6 to 8 hours or more. During this long stretch without incoming nutrients, the body still needs amino acids to keep repair processes going. Without them, it turns to an internal source, your own muscle tissue. By breaking down muscle fibers, the body can release the amino acids it needs to keep critical functions running. While this keeps you alive and healthy in the short term, it comes at the cost of slowly reducing your muscle mass. This cycle is what researchers refer to as the overnight protein gap. It is a window of time when muscles are at risk of breakdown because the body is short on the raw materials needed for repair. Over days, weeks, and months, even small amounts of nightly breakdown can add up to a noticeable loss in strength and function. For younger people, the body may recover from this gap more easily, but as we age, it becomes harder to rebuild lost muscle. The body's response to smaller amounts of protein is less efficient, so each episode of overnight muscle breakdown can have a bigger impact. This is one of the reasons why maintaining muscle becomes more challenging with age, even for active individuals. Closing this overnight protein gap is critical for preserving muscle mass over time. By providing the body with a source of protein that digests slowly and releases amino acids for many hours, you can keep the bloodstream supplied all night. This reduces the need for the body to break down its own muscle tissue, protecting the strength and stability that are vital for daily life. Understanding this gap is the key to making better choices in the evening. It shifts the focus from simply how much protein you eat in a day to when you consume it and how long it can sustain you during the hours when you are not eating. Once you know how to keep your muscles fueled until morning, you can take steps to stop the slow, silent breakdown that often happens during sleep. How slow digesting protein protects your muscles overnight. One of the most effective ways to prevent muscle breakdown while you sleep is to give the body a protein source that digests slowly. A slow digesting protein provides a steady supply of amino acids for many hours, which is exactly what the body needs during its longest period without food. This type of protein acts like a continuous drip, feeding your muscles throughout the night and keeping the repair process going without pulling from your existing muscle tissue. Casein protein is one of the best examples of a slow-digesting protein. It is found naturally in dairy products like cottage cheese and Greek yogurt, and it is also available as a powdered supplement. Unlike whey protein, which is absorbed quickly and is ideal after a workout, casein forms a gel-like substance in the stomach. This slows digestion and allows amino acids to be released gradually for up to 8 hours. By taking casein before bed, you can extend the window of time that your body has access to the nutrients it needs for muscle repair. This means that even in the middle of the night, when you are in deep sleep, your muscles are still receiving the building blocks they require to maintain strength and size. Over time, this can make a noticeable difference in preventing muscle loss, especially in older adults. For people who prefer food over supplements, simple options work well. A cup of low-fat cottage cheese or a serving of plain Greek yogurt can provide a significant amount of casein protein. These foods are easy to digest for most people and can be eaten without preparation. They also contain other nutrients like calcium, which supports bone health, and probiotics, which aid digestion. Older adults, in particular, benefit from a consistent flow of amino acids because the body becomes less responsive to smaller protein doses with age. This condition, known as anabolic resistance, means that the same amount of protein that once maintained muscle is no longer as effective. By extending protein availability overnight, you can help overcome some of this resistance and protect muscle tissue more effectively. Including slow-digesting protein in your evening routine is not about adding something complicated or expensive. It is about using a simple food choice to support one of the body's most important functions. By ensuring your muscles have what they need while you rest, you reduce the risk of waking up in a state of muscle breakdown. This small habit, repeated consistently, can have a powerful impact. It works quietly in the background, protecting muscle strength while you sleep, and it does so without disrupting your rest or requiring major changes to your daily schedule. It is one of the simplest and most practical steps you can take to protect your physical independence for the long term. The bedtime habits that can undo your muscle protection. Adding slow-digesting protein before bed can be one of the most powerful ways to protect muscle mass overnight, but it works best when paired with the right evening habits. Unfortunately, many people unknowingly do things in the evening that can interfere with this process, reducing or even canceling the benefits of that protein. The most common culprit is late-night sugar consumption. When you eat foods high in sugar before bed, your blood sugar levels rise quickly. This prompts the release of insulin, a hormone that helps move sugar into your cells for energy or storage. While this is a normal and necessary function during the day, at night, it can disrupt one of the body's most important repair mechanisms, the release of growth hormone. Growth hormone is secreted in larger amounts during deep sleep, and it plays a critical role in repairing muscle tissue, strengthening bones, and promoting recovery from physical activity. Elevated insulin can blunt this growth hormone release, meaning your body has fewer of the signals it needs to repair and maintain muscle while you rest. High sugar before bed can also cause blood sugar swings during the night. After the initial spike, your blood sugar may drop sharply, which can trigger small stress responses in the body. These fluctuations may not wake you fully, but they can fragment your sleep. Even small disruptions in sleep quality can lower the efficiency of the muscle repair process, and over time, this can make it harder to maintain strength and energy. The best approach is to choose evening foods that work with your body's repair cycle rather than against it. Combining slow-digesting protein with low-sugar, nutrient-dense foods helps keep blood sugar stable and allows growth hormone to be released in its natural pattern. Cottage cheese with a light sprinkle of cinnamon is a satisfying and flavorful choice that avoids sugar spikes. Unsweetened Greek yogurt with a few fresh berries provides antioxidants, fiber, and a mild natural sweetness without overwhelming the system. A casein protein shake blended with unsweetened almond milk is another simple option that delivers steady amino acids throughout the night. If you want to go further in protecting muscle, adding omega-3 fatty acids in the evening can make a noticeable difference. Omega-3s found in fish oil supplements and in fatty fish like salmon and sardines have been shown to reduce inflammation in muscle tissue and improve how efficiently the body uses amino acids for repair. This combination of slow-digesting protein and omega-3s creates a strong foundation for overnight muscle maintenance. These changes are not about adding complexity to your evening, they are about removing habits that work against your body's natural rhythms and replacing them with habits that support recovery. Instead of a sugary dessert or sweet drink after dinner, you might shift to a satisfying high-protein snack that keeps your muscles fed and your hormones balanced. Over time, this kind of consistency can have a powerful effect. You may notice improved strength, better recovery from physical activity, and even higher energy during the day. By protecting your muscle mass at night, you are not just preserving your ability to stay active, you are actively investing in your long-term independence and quality of life. Each evening becomes another opportunity to build and protect the physical strength you need to move confidently and live fully. Once slow-digesting protein has been added to your nighttime routine and harmful bedtime habits have been removed, there is still an additional step that can make the process even more effective. This step involves adding a specific type of healthy fat to your evening meal or snack. When combined with protein, it can improve how well your body preserves muscle overnight. The fats in question are omega-3 fatty acids, and they have a unique role in muscle health. Omega-3 fatty acids are essential fats, meaning the body cannot produce them on its own. They must come from food or supplements. These fats are best known for supporting heart health and brain function, but research also shows they can help maintain and even increase muscle mass, especially in older adults. They do this in part by reducing low-level inflammation in the muscles, which can interfere with the repair process. Less inflammation means the body can focus more energy on rebuilding rather than dealing with irritation and damage. Another way omega-3s support muscle is by improving how sensitive the muscle cells are to amino acids. When protein is consumed, the amino acids it provides signal the body to start repairing and building muscle. This process is called muscle protein synthesis. In older adults, this response can be weaker due to a condition known as anabolic resistance. Omega-3s have been shown to enhance the muscle's sensitivity to these signals, making the protein you eat more effective. The best sources of omega-3 fatty acids are fatty fish, like salmon, mackerel, sardines, and trout. Eating a small serving of one of these fish in the evening can provide both protein and omega-3s in the same meal. For people who prefer not to eat fish daily, fish oil supplements or algae-based omega-3 supplements offer an easy alternative. Algae-based supplements are a good choice for those who follow a vegetarian or vegan diet, as they provide the same beneficial fats without animal products. Timing omega-3 intake alongside your slow-digesting protein can create an ideal environment for overnight muscle preservation. The protein provides the building blocks, while the omega-3s improve the muscle's ability to use those building blocks effectively. This combination works quietly while you sleep, helping you wake up with less muscle breakdown and better recovery. Adding omega-3s to your routine is simple and does not require a major change in diet. It can be as easy as taking a high-quality fish oil supplement with your evening protein, or enjoying a small portion of fatty fish for dinner a few times a week. Over time, these small adjustments can create noticeable improvements in strength, recovery, and overall muscle health. For older adults, this combination can be especially powerful. Age-related muscle loss, known as sarcopenia, is a major factor in reduced mobility and independence. By pairing slow-digesting protein with omega-3s, you address two key challenges of aging muscles: the need for a steady supply of building materials and the need for improved muscle sensitivity to those materials. Even for younger adults, omega-3s can play a role in better recovery and long-term muscle maintenance. Whether you are recovering from exercise, daily activity, or simply protecting your muscles for the future, the benefits of omega-3s apply across the lifespan. They are not just a supplement for athletes or older people, they are a valuable part of overall health. When slow-digesting protein and omega-3 fatty acids become part of the same evening plan, they work in harmony to keep your muscles in a positive balance overnight. This is the point where your bedtime routine goes beyond basic maintenance and starts actively strengthening the foundation for lifelong physical health. The effort is minimal, but the impact can be lasting, making it one of the smartest investments you can make in your body. We have covered a lot of ground, and by now the path to protecting your muscles while you sleep should be clear. It begins with understanding that muscle breakdown can happen overnight, even in healthy and active individuals. The hours between dinner and breakfast are a fasting period, and without a steady supply of amino acids, the body may take what it needs from its own muscle tissue. Recognizing this risk is the first step in stopping it from becoming a long-term problem. From there, the solution comes into focus. The overnight protein gap is the hidden danger that slowly erodes muscle mass over time. By choosing a protein source that digests slowly, like casein found in cottage cheese, Greek yogurt, or a casein protein shake, you give your muscles what they need for hours on end. This simple change can make the difference between waking up with muscles in a state of repair and waking up with muscles that have been broken down for fuel. We also talked about the habits that can work against you. High-sugar snacks and drinks in the evening can interfere with growth hormone release and disrupt the body's natural recovery process. Replacing them with low-sugar, nutrient-dense choices ensures that your nighttime protein can do its job. Pairing your slow-digesting protein with wholesome, balanced foods keeps blood sugar stable and hormones aligned with the body's repair needs. For those who want to take muscle protection even further, adding omega-3 fatty acids into the mix can greatly enhance results. These healthy fats reduce inflammation in muscle tissue and improve the body's ability to use amino acids for repair. By combining omega-3s with slow-digesting protein, you create the ideal conditions for maintaining and even improving muscle health, especially as you age. This routine does not need to be complicated. It is about making small intentional choices that work with your body's natural rhythms. Over time, these choices add up to stronger muscles, better recovery, and greater independence. Whether you are in your 30s and thinking ahead or in your 70s and determined to stay active, this approach can support the strength and stability you need to live the life you want. If you found this information helpful, now is the time to put it into action. Tonight, try adding slow-digesting protein to your evening routine. Keep your sugar intake low, and consider including omega-3s. Then come back and share your experience in the comments. Let us know what bedtime snack you enjoyed and how you felt the next morning. If you are serious about keeping your body strong for years to come, subscribe to the Wellness Vault for more science-backed strategies, and like this video so more people can discover these simple but powerful steps. The best time to protect your muscles is now, and the best place to learn how is right here.